Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Hello farmers, and welcome back to the Pacific Northwest, up here in the Northern Plateau. And like I said, when we come back, mostly everything is kind of going to be ready for harvest, and the Upper Plateau is all set to go, except for our new field over in the northeast that we just planted last week when we left, because basically no time has really elapsed on the map since we last been on it. But all the soybean fields up here, whoops, I was checking out prices, but yes, soybeans that we're harvesting, $7.63 and rising down at the bakery. I do have our fertilizer sprayer in field 35. That contract is for $34,589. Yes, please. We will take that. We also got our $23,000. It used to be $25,000 for the horses, but I cut it back down to $23,000 because, well, I got to pay for my own airline tickets now. So, yeah. So it's about $2,000 round trip. Our cotton field's down here. It's almost ready. And the grass field, I could harvest it. It's in the first harvest stage. But we're going to wait one more stage so we can make some hay. We need some hay. Our corn fields, all these, this will be for chaff. This will be for the pigs. Yeah, that's going to be a little while, obviously. And, of course, we just planted this not long ago. But you can see here our soybean fields, they are ready to go. Can I get up? There we go. That is all set to go. Let's turn that on and get it going. And get to harvesting. We'll see what these fields require. So that's why I don't have the trailer over here yet, because I don't know what tractor I'm going to use. Probably the Voltra is what we'll do to unload the combine. And then the T8, if the fields need nothing, we'll use the T8 to go ahead with our horse seedrill, the Horse Pronto 9, to get seeding something. I guess I should look and see what I need to require. I think we got plenty of wheat for the chickens for a while, but it probably wouldn't hurt to put down some more wheat or barley, because I'll need it for the pigs. So it might be a good reason to do that. But that's kind of where we stand. I'm not training any horses as of yet, so I don't know if I'll start training one today or not. But once I start training him, it's got to be 10 days in a row, or else if you take a day off, yeah, you kind of take a half step backwards. So I'll wait until we get the combine kind of full, then I'll check the PDA again, see if this field needs anything. I think these three fields right here are in the same cycle, so if one field needs lime, I think they all will require lime. And I'm saying that slowly because I can't say for certain. So all of our animals are pretty well taken care of for the most part. Obviously the pigs, well, eventually we'll get caught to the pigs, but we are making headway with the hogs, the oinkers, the bacon, the ham steaks, you name it, pork chops, whatever. Yeah, we sold them not long ago. We just sold just a trailer because the way the cycle was going to be, the hog barn would have been full like at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. So I said, we'll just sell a trailer for now, and they'll be good for a couple days. But yeah, our main focus today is harvest these fields up here, and then like I said, I think we're going to put cereal crop down, either barley or wheat, and usually it's just wheat. Maybe I should go barley this time. I don't know, but wheat usually yields more. So I'm not worried about selling the wheat. We just want to store some so I can give it to the pigs, is what we want to do. Yeah, so yeah, the pigs are pretty well set for food, so I definitely want to sell these soybeans just because I want to get a little bit extra cash. We do have all of our silage bales sitting down there in the grass field. Looks like I may have to pick them up and put them aside for a while because the price of the barn is dropping. So if you remember last week, the price went up to like the $198 and it stalled, and now the price is dropping. So I could have sold it when it was $198 and just been okay with it, but since we're not in dire need of money, now I'm kind of like holding it as hostage until they until they get the price up. Until, you know, I like to see it over 200 would be nice. So no money came with us over from Mercury Farms. Didn't have really enough cash to bring on over. And yeah, if you've been watching, if you've been following both series, as because they're both are in kind of the same Let's Play. Well, they are the same Let's Play. Let's put it that way. But I'm on two different maps. Yeah, Mercury Farms. We are nearing the end of that Let's Play, so that farm will be sold off. I know I said next week will be the last week, but there is a lot of work to do before I can sell the farm. So I don't think I can cram that in 3 episodes. So it might be just two weeks max, I do believe. And when we sell that farm, that money is coming over here. And the only plans I really have to do with that money, other than paying off some of our loan, is to buy the other field down there next to our cotton field. I think that field goes for cash. Yeah, they want cash for it. I don't remember. $460,000. We'll just say that. Yeah, we'll just buy that field so we can merge it with the other fields, and maybe we'll just make one big field. Not the grass field. The grass field is going to stay grass, so we can make silage, grass bales, silage bales, or make hay when we need it. But the other 3, I think we'll just merge together and either do all cotton, and once in a while we'll do potatoes and or sugar beet. That's kind of my idea for it. So yeah, we'll just have one huge field. At first I said, no, I'll keep them all separate. Then I keep thinking, you know, there is a lot, I don't want to say wasted space in between the fields. Well, I got lucky. I just realized I just looked out at my harvester. I'm like, oh, I got to check to see how full we are. We are full. Yep. Let's turn this off. Turn the header off. Run over to the field and see what we got here. Needs lime. So I think what we'll do for the harvesting part, we'll harvest it all and we'll use the T8. And yeah, we'll just grab our trailer and unload it that way, and then we'll spread some lime down. I'll see if all 3 fields need it. Not backwards, forwards. Also in the bottom right hand corner, you may notice I got some more symbols. I just downloaded the, I don't want to say a new update to the GPS, but it's an updated version of it. So now you got symbols on the lower right hand corner. The one that's green is showing me that GPS is activated, meaning it's calculating my position, I guess. That's why I'm showing the lines. So if I turn off the lines, you can see now the GPS symbol is now not green anymore. And obviously the other 2, if I were to set up GPS, I think those would turn green as well. And there's a new user interface, so if I were to hit, while we're unloading here, if I hit Control S, I said Control S. Alright, you don't want to, I think my keyboard could be on the way out a little bit here, because sometimes this button works. It just came out like today as I'm recording it. Can I get in the global economy? There we go, now my control button's working. It will work once in a while. Maybe it's conflicting with another mod because it's not. Yeah, well anyways, if I get to it, I'll show it to you. I don't know why I won't show. Wait, do I have to turn on? Yeah, so I'm having to, see, I turned GPS back on and it's not showing me the line, so yeah, something weird's going on there. But anyways, there's a new user interface. Not much new information, just the way it looks, that's all. Alright, so let's put that pipe back in. Get back to harvesting. Yeah, so I'm waiting to see what this price is going to be for the soybean. And yeah, we're not going to get a whole lot of cash here. Soybean doesn't harvest that well, but the price is usually decent. Contract in field 35 finished. So yeah, there's a decent 35 grand minus about, I'm going to say 4,500 to refill my fertilizer spreader. So yeah, probably I'm going to profit somewhere around 30 grand, I think. If my memory serves me correct on the numbers. So yeah, like I was saying before, I realized my harvest was full. The money that we get from Mercury Farms from selling that farm off. We'll just buy that one field down there for the $460,000 ish, and the rest is going to go off just to paying off the loan. How much is a farm worth? If it's worth 10 million, but then again, I did this on Ravenport when we were leaving there to see how much our boss was going to pay us before we went to Mercury Farms, and I was like, this farm, if I get near 7 or 8 million, I'd be happy. And that farm was worth 17.1 million. I was like, wow, okay. Yeah, Mercury Farms, though, I don't have that many fields. The fields are not as expensive as they were on Ravenport. I have a lot of good equipment. The question is, how much am I going to get for that equipment when I sell it? We do have some placeables, and of course we do have animals, livestock, produce to still sell and all that, and 1.4 million liters of silage to sell. So let's just say the farm is, $10 million. Taking $10 million off this $50 million loan is definitely going to help us out when midnight comes. It won't dig into our pockets as deep. But yeah, right now I just have plans just to buy the one field down there, merge them all together. And then the Pacific Northwest will be on its own, trying to earn its own money. But really, that will help out greatly in the cause at midnight, not losing as much. So yeah, the money that we make is not always, well, we gotta keep so much in the bank account. Maybe we can buy a field in the northwest part of the map. That's why I bought the field in the northeast. I want to buy a field in the northwest next up here. I probably could even do it with the money we have now, but I think I'll wait until we sell the silage bales. That way we just get to show off more of the map. That's all I really trying to do. It's not like, well, I'm buying that field because it's bigger or it has this crop in it or whatever. I just want to drive to more sections of the map instead of just staying around here, because I kind of did that in 17. I think I've got the same fields as I do now up here, except for the one I just bought last week up in the northeast part of the map. Obviously the lower plains, as I'm calling it, the lower plateau, it's kind of hard not to say I got the same fields because they're all big. So when you buy them all, it's like, well, yeah, they're there. So field 35, which is worth $1.6 million, I think it is, to buy that. I'd rather not buy it and just keep it as doing contracts, Yeah, pay me $35,000 to fertilize your field for a couple minutes. I can spare my sprayer for that. So we know this field needs lime. I know 2 of these fields are definitely in sync. I'm not sure when I limed those last. So yeah, I don't think I'm gonna quite get. Oh, my harvester's full. Did it? Wait, no, my harvester's not full. Okay, I've had this problem before, and sometimes I gotta turn off the header and turn it back on. What? Okay. Alright, let's try this. Where did this... I think this happened to be on Mercury Farms, or was it on this map? And we're back to harvest. No, we're not. Okay. I'm wondering if they're... Yeah, I don't know. Let's try coming over here. Hey, usually when I do that, it's because I'm not paying attention. My harvester is full. Not today. I've had this problem once before, and I forgot what map it was on. Are you going to harvest this way? Are we sure? I'm afraid to gun it and go because I'm afraid it's just going to stop and do what it just did. Now you can kind of see on the edge of the field, I didn't get the seed drill right to the edge, so I'm wondering if the harvester is not thinking the other crop is still there, and that's why it's over. Okay, something about this section. Hasn't done that before. Anywho, we'll get it. You're going in the harvester, son. Unless I run you over. So I gotta turn the header off. Turn the header back on. And Now I got y'all. Yeah, you can see, I think what the problem is, if you look right here, does it tell me, that says soybean. Trying to see if it changes the fruit type in the bottom right hand corner. Well, it's still saying soybean. Either way, I got it all, as far as I'm concerned. We'll have to make sure that when I come over with the seed roll, I get right against the edge of the field. How did I miss that piece before? Yeah, so next week on Mercury Farms is going to be kind of, well, it's going to be busy. We'll just say that. No more seeding any more fields on that map. It's all going to be, all my fields I do believe are seeded. A couple of them are already ready for harvest. So it's going to be nothing but harvesting. I'm pretty much done fertilizing. Am I? Yes, I am done fertilizing. I just have to weed the field we just seeded in yesterday's episode when it comes time to. And then the rest will be just harvesting, selling off some of the animal products, silage. Can I get it all done next week? If I do, I do. If I don't, then it'll be just an extra week, that's all. Alright. Yeah, and I always, when I harvest, I tend to go clockwise around the field just because, well, the pipe will be on the side it needs to be on if I need to empty it. I don't have to worry about going in the crops to unload the harvester. So it's just, I mean, every farming game I have, all the pipes, must be universal for everyone to put the pipe on the left-hand side of the harvester. One of these days, someone's probably going to put the pipe like in the center. You can swivel it either way. Maybe they already do that. I don't know. Trying to see if I can see my sprayer down there. I don't know how far off you can actually see vehicles. I think I did it in the preview of the Pacific Northwest for 19. We were up here and we had a worker down there, and it would come and go, disappear the render range. I do have my graphic settings on FS19 on Ultra or Max or whatever the heck it is, so if he's out there I should be able to see him as far as the game will let me. I hope I don't have the same problem here as I do over in the other field. All of a sudden I just can't harvest the crop. I have to keep turning the header on and off. It's bugging me now. That might have been that wasn't on Ravenport. I don't think that happened. Oh yeah. Also, I was as I'm recording this today. I'm recording this on Monday, which is today the 19th. I think today's the 19th. Yeah. I did see where Wopster, the guy who's doing the GPS, also came out. I think he's calling it the Shutter Drive Directional Mod. So basically what that does is pretty much like the stop and go braking that you can do in game. Here, let me just, what I'm talking about. So if you went in game, it would be this setting right here, stop and go braking. But with his mod, if you were like to hit if you're using the keyboard, if you were hit the W key, you would go forward. But where it says in the lower right hand corner, and I don't know why I'm pointing at my screen, you can't see me doing that. But where it says 12 miles an hour, just to the left of that, you'll see like two blinking arrows. So when you're in neutral, is what your vehicle will start in, I believe. Both lights will be blinking, meaning that you're in neutral. If you hit the space bar, the up arrow will blink, which means you can drive forward. So yeah, you can hit the W key, you drive forward, and you can stop by hitting the S key, but you cannot go backwards until you hit the space bar until the arrow is pointing down, which means then you can drive backwards. There are other mods out there that do similar, just like that as well. I've never used them. I'm not going to use the stop and go or the shuttle directional drive or whatever he calls it. Since I'm using a steering wheel, it's not too bad. But I have heard a couple people say that if you use it, it can cause... They're having some issues with Courseplay, because Courseplay, I guess if you have it installed, Courseplay does not know how to shift the gears from forward to reverse. But only a few people have said that. But then again, like I said, this mod, I think he just put it on the Get It Hub page just yesterday, late last night. So it's only been on for like 12 hours or so. So I don't know if he uses Courseplay or not with it. So I don't know. But in a few minutes here, I'll have to go get my... You know what? I'll just put this guy in a worker. We'll get out. This field needs lime as well. That's not a problem. We have a lime spreader for sure. While I'm here, let's go here first. Close that up. Question is, how much is it going to be to fill this thing up? And like I always do, I come here at the end of an episode, I'll fill it up and say, you know, before I start recording, I'll remove everything out of the way and park everything where it should be, and I never do. You are in the way, sir, and you cannot really turn around here. Can I activate GPS? Alright, so it seems like once I activate it and get out of here, I cannot reactivate it again. Interesting. So this is the new user interface for the guidance steering. It's pretty much the same thing, just more graphically detailed, I guess. I mean, it's all pretty much all the same kind of settings. This a little bit. This looks a bit different and more clear. Show lines on. Can I go back into it? Yes, I can. Okay. Well, I don't know. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't. I have no idea. If I turn that off and... Alright. Turn GPS back on. Oh, okay. So GPS must be on to get back. Okay. Maybe that's what I'm not doing. So in the bottom right hand corner, you can see the GPS symbol is green. Control S. I get right back into it. Okay. If I turn GPS off, Control S does nothing. And now Control S. Alright. We're learning. I wonder if it remembers... Let me get out of here. If I go back in... Yeah, GPS is still turned off. So... Like I was saying, I wish they could always leave the lights turned, not the lights, but the lines not being shown just by turning the GPS off. And I just turn the engine off. Yeah, so it looks like it remembers if you left the GPS on or off. Now, if I restart the game, it may not do so. Liquid fertilizer. If I do this, Control S. Yeah, so you got to have GPS. Okay, I got you now. I thought I tried that already, but apparently I didn't. So how much fertilizer did I use is the question. I thought it was 4,500 to do that field. Okay, so that might be field 33. It's almost $7,000 to fertilize that field with a sprayer. But, you know, we're getting paid $34,500, so that's yeah, give me the money. Yeah, since I only got 3 fields down here to do contract work in, these, I'm talking about these three fields right here, 33, 34, and 35. 34, I really don't care about, but if it, you know, if something comes up, we'll do it. Yeah, my harvester's like, dude, where did you go? Yeah, so that one, yeah, okay. Alright. Turn the lines off anyways. Alright, so I thought it was conflicting or something, but I think I got it now because, you know, if you're new here, I'm Peanut and I don't know how to do things. But I learned. I'll learn. Alright, so I don't need you to harvest anymore. I don't have that kind of money. You're fired. You did good though. While we're waiting, how's the pricing doing on soybeans? 777. Yeah, jackpot. That's good though. Keep going up. I'll put it in storage and wait if I have to. The bad news is, well, not bad news, but I mean, yeah, 186 at the barn and dropping. That's where we have the contract with the barn. They will take silage anytime. They'll take straw sometimes. When I feel like it. Let's see, what else do we got here? Anything? I mean, I keep an eye on my eggs. Not my eggs, but the chicken eggs. Not the best price. And the good one right here, though, $14.90 for cotton. So that's, yeah, that's what we're kind of waiting for. We got 2 fields of cotton, like we always do. In the near future, we'll just have one field, one big field. Well, right now there's a great demand at the dairy station. Just came up. I would assume that's for milk. I don't think we have that much because we just sold all of our milk not long ago. You saw me bring a trailer load of soybeans to our silo and put that in the storage. And when I did that, I realized that my time scale was at ×1, and I think I did that when I was selling the pigs. And the reason why I do that is if I'm loading up a trailer, and when you're trying to load up 84 pigs, when you reach a quarter every 15 minutes, meaning on the hour, quarter past, half past, and quarter of each hour, if you're loading a trailer at that specific time, it empties out your trailer because it resets the animal stats. So I always go down to time speed 1, so I don't get 80 pigs in the trailer and click, and all of a sudden it goes ding, and yeah, I have to click 84 more times. So I put it down to time scale 1, and I left it there when I sold the pigs, forgot all about it. Now we're back up to ×5. I was like, well, that price of soybeans is going up slow. It should be ending soon. I'm like, oh, that's why, because you got on time scale 1. That would explain some things. So I'll have to see what the price is at the dairies. Did it say dairy station? Yeah, like I said, I don't have that much milk, so unless the price is unbelievably good, I may have like 20,000 liters, maybe, I don't know. Does that seem right? But with thinking that, I just thought of, other than my harvester is full, and I just lost probably like $100 worth of soybeans. That is what I usually do. Let's go ahead and yeah, so I was saying, probably maybe some of that money from Mercury Farms, I could also go ahead and buy some more cows. I think that cow barn holds 250 or 300, and I think we just own, I have no idea actually, about why this is unloading anyways. Oh, by the way, this field does not need any lime or anything like that. Let's go to here. No, wrong. There we go. We assume it's the milk, right? Yeah, so it's not even the best price. The bakery is actually offering me $9.19 right now, and the dairy station's $8.61. Don't care. How many cows do we have? I was like, wow, 372 cows. I saw black and white. Those aren't Holstein cows. Those are pigs. Our cows are here. We actually own 100 even. And we're up to 37,000 liters. So, yeah, it's not definitely worth it at all. How are the sheep doing? Well, they're all fine. Just, yeah. Yeah, all our animals are doing fine for the most part. Me harvesting crops, not so much. I just keep forgetting that I don't get a warning symbol. And I said it before, dang you Farmers Dynasty for getting me so locked into just harvesting. I'm like, yeah, it'll tell me when the harvester's almost full. It's kind of, I don't know why they don't have it in game that when a worker is harvesting, and he gets like 80% full, all of a sudden the hazard lights come on. That's kind of a warning for you to let you know that your worker is like 80% full. I think while you're harvesting, the light should come on as well. For idiots like me. With that being said, yeah, so someone get on that. I'm pretty sure it's probably a simple thing to do anyways. Or I could just pay attention, but that's never going to happen. I probably should have checked on the soybean price while I was in there, but it doesn't matter. So, this field here does not need lime, the other two do. What I may just do, just to put them all in the same cycle, I might as well just toss lime down on this one as well. I think what we're going to try to do while we're here in the Pacific Northwest is keep these 3 fields in the same cycle. So we'll throw some lime down in all 3 of them. 2 of them need it. This one really doesn't, but I think next time it would. And yeah, so I think what we're going to do next is we have lots of wheat, but I'm going to plant some more wheat, and next time when we harvest it, we'll throw some into the silo, and that way I'll have plenty of wheat to bring on down to the pigs. We'll just come up with a Volvo truck and the 90,000 liter trailer, the crampy trailer that we have, and we'll just grab like 90,000 liters of wheat and bring it on down to the pigs and stuff their face. Then after the wheat, we'll put down more canola, put it in the storage. So these 3 fields will kind of help keep the pigs fed. Well, I don't think they can keep up really, these 3 fields. They don't yield that much, but they'll do enough. But with that, these 3 fields are harvested. Just like that. Although over here, this little section here, the worker was in charge. It came back and he missed, well, I don't say he missed a section. He went right through it, kind of like I did over in the other field. Now you see, well, being a worker, he didn't do no crop destruction, so I don't know what happened here. Let's go ahead and, am I going to harvest it? Yeah, I harvested it. Okay, no problem. Let's go ahead and empty into our trailer. And I'll actually bring the combine back first. While it's unloading, we'll just take a quick peek in here. I mean, I hope the prices keeps going up for soybeans. Yeah, $8.28 and rising. Where am I going with that? To the bakery, which is down here. Yeah, it's a tight little squeeze in there with the Volvo and the crampy trailer. And the reason why I'm probably going to come up here and get it with the Volvo is because obviously it would take a couple trips with the trailer we're using right now. Can I sneak through here? I mean, if you watch me playing Farming Simulator long enough, you realize I don't like to really put the header... If I don't have to put the header down and haul it behind me, I do not do so. Yeah, I'll cheat every way. That's why all my headers pretty much I don't like buying header trailers. I try to buy combines where they can take a header where it converts into its own transport system, if you shall say so. That's why I like the Ideal, because I can use the New Holland header, the 45-foot header. And this guy is beautiful as well. Put the header down. Can I close that when it's off? Sure can. Alright, let's go ahead and jump back up here. We'll grab our T8. I'm going to put this into storage for now, because we're just waiting for that price to peak. I will take a quick look here at that field up in the northern western part, up by... I'm trying to remember the name of that place without looking at it, but I'm going to have to look at it. I know it begins with a T, does it not? You think I would know the sell points on this map after playing so long on 17 and already we're nearing, what, episode 30-ish on here? Something like that? What's the name? Timberline Flour Mill? Timberline Flour Mill. There we go. I knew it would come back to me at some point. Oh yeah, I was going on here to check out the fields. What do we got up here? We got a couple ready for harvest. I was really looking at field number 1, which is... wait, what's field number 1 doing? Well, it needs lime. That's it. And it's cultivated. So it has nothing in it right now. Do I just get that one land for $168,000? Or should I buy field 4? I mean, field 4 is ready for harvest, actually. Let's get that. Wait, what's field 4 going for? 152. I mean, it's not that far. And, you know, it kind of gets this one over here and one over here. And it's kind of like more on the slope. I'd probably get a nice view down here. I mean, it's ready for harvest. What is actually in that field right now? Is it soybeans? Really? Soybeans? What's the condition of the field, actually? Nope, wrong page. Well, it doesn't have weeds and it doesn't need to be plowed. It doesn't need lime. It just didn't get fertilized. Oh, you know. Yeah, okay. It's done. It shall be done. That being said, I got enough money to get through one night. But, I mean, we got all those silage bales down there. I can go ahead. And we got these soybeans that are ready to be sold. But that being said, though, now I got another field of soybeans to go harvest right now. And the reason why I want to do it right now is because we're getting ready to sell some at some point. This drive here, I'm probably going to need to unfold this. And, yeah, we'll have to do it the correct way. So, no, I'm on the wrong implement, aren't I? But that needs to be unfolded anyways. Yep. Hit the Q button, Peanut, not the W key. I was like, why is that not disconnecting? Because your fingers are on the wrong keys. Alright, so I've never worked in this field before. So I'm not really sure I know how to get in there other than bullying my way through a fence somewhere. I think in the preview, the first episode of the Pacific Northwest on the preview series, I think this is where I cut down some fencing. There's how I get into that field, but there's got to be a way for me to get into my field, I would assume. Oh, I see you up there. I don't think I'm going to be able to fit all this into the harvester, so I'm probably going to grab the T8 once it get going and set this harvester on the worker. I'll have to bring the T8 up here with a trailer and empty out the combine at some point. I do see a fence going across that field, so I assume I have my own entryway, well, right here, I would say. And yeah, it's got a little bit of a slope to it down over here. Make sure all your equipment has some good brakes on it. Can't see where I'm going. Not like that would matter, some of you probably would say. Let's fold that up. Now that I got the header on, any traffic coming? Not really. Actually, the traffic would be coming right up behind me. Told you. Don't. You gonna go? No. Don't worry. It's just a little scratch. It'll buff out. So this shield's not going to be that great anyways, but it's not going to be bad either. Just didn't get fertilization down on it. That's all. That's all. But I mean, how can I turn down a field? You know, I bought it for, we'll just say it was 160. It was like 158, something like that. Am I wrong? Probably am. But we'll get some of the money back because we didn't do, you know, we didn't plant this or take care of it at all. Yep, step on the gas. Can we make it up the hill? It's trying. It wants to. And there we go. And we get to watch the train go by once in a while. And you get to see more of the Pacific Northwest, or the outside of the map, if you will. So I thought we were going to do a little bit of liming today, but looks like I'm just going to be doing some harvesting. Knowing the way things are going, is this field going to need lime? Probably will. So expanding the farm once more. I'm trying to think if I should put down some wheat in this field as well, or have the two fields, one in the northeast and one in the northwest here of the map. Just put whatever crop I feel like I want to harvest and sell. That could be a thing. I wonder if the T8 is going to have a little bit of a struggle like it does in Mercury Farms when it comes time to seed this. The hill could be just a little bit, put a little bit more pressure on the engine trying to get it up the hill while it's seeding, but it shouldn't be too bad. But now I'm just creating more work for myself on here. But I'm not going to rush around and try to, because the field's sitting here. The fields I'm more concerned about are the fields in Lower Plateau, because those are the bigger ones, and obviously the bigger fields are going to, give us a bigger yield, which means bigger cash. So the ones down there I'm going to try to keep on pace of, which is why, I thought when I left last week, I said if that silage price does not go up soon, I want to get those bales off that field because I need to cut that grass. Not in a rush to make the hay, I just want to cut it to get the grass growing again so I can get more silage bales later on. The hay we do need, not in dire need of it, but I need to do it on this cycle here. So yeah, I need to get those bales off since the price is dropping. So let's see, the price is dropping and it's, midday today, so the price probably won't start going back up again until nighttime. So first thing in the morning is probably when the price will be high again, but the question is, how high will it be? That is the question, and I don't have the answer. Well, not much of a surprise here. I put the harvester on the worker, went and got the T8, and I got out. I checked the field, and of course, yes, it needs lime. But I mean, what's the big deal at this point? I'm going to be using the lime spreader anyways, so just come up here and spread some more. I am thinking about, but I think it'd be too far of a haul back and forth. If you remember last week, we did buy that manure spreader. I don't know if I should come up here and spread the field with some manure to get, we got plenty of manure, plenty of it. The question is going back and forth, because all the manure is going to be down at the hog barn and also at the cow pasture. I am going to try to use a lot, and I mean a lot of the manure down there when called for it. Being one of Stevie's mods, and it holds 35,000 liters of manure. It shouldn't go through it that fast. So if I were to come up here, I'm pretty sure I can get probably, maybe I can get, maybe I can just try it and see how it does. I won't know until I try it. If I can come up here with a full trailer and get like all 4 of these fields done, or at least those 3 fields over there done, yeah, we may try that. Go ahead and try that next I almost said next week, but next episode. But now I feel just a little bit of tension in myself after buying this field. I realize we're going to sell some soybeans here shortly. Just getting that low on money, knowing that when midnight comes, $150,000 of it out the door, which does leave us with, it's still a decent amount of like $60,000. And yeah, I'm going to sell some soybeans here, and I got the silage, but just that security blanket, if you will. Unfortunately, also the cotton price. I was just checking the soybean price. That's still going up. The cotton price is now sinking like a stone in a river. So yeah, if it comes time to harvest that, no rush. We'll put those modules somewhere. It actually feels good to be in a new field over here. I was going to hesitate in buying it. It was like, the field's not that much. We can survive. It's not that big deal. We got a field of soybeans, which we're getting ready to sell. So, we'll get some cash back on it. Not a whole lot. Looks like we're going to be probably somewhere around 17,000 liters. So, yeah, I'll get that, we'll just say $15,000 back from soy on this field that we didn't plant. So it's all good. Yeah, and that's going to put us pretty close to 90,000 liters up here in the silo, so that's why we need the Volvo truck and the trailer to make one trip on down to the bakery. Yeah, the bakery is where we got to go with it. I don't know if I'll sell it this episode or not, because we're just getting near the episode, and I don't want an advance time just to sell the soybean, because we got tons of work to do, and yeah, I need to wrap up this episode. We're doing nothing but harvesting, which is not what I kind of planned when I started. I thought we'd just harvest those 3 fields, and then I spread some lime on it and wrap it up that way. But then I said, yeah, let's just check the price. So it's like, well, it's ready for harvest. Yeah, let's go ahead and buy it. But seeing that field down there as well, that field looks interesting. But I don't want to buy too many fields to where it gets to be I got to run around and keep up with these fields. So I may be at my limit for the upper plateau on fields. But I mean, that field does look kind of interesting, does it not? I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to buy it now, but just for curiosity. Where are we? Lands. 200 grand for that? How much was this field? 152. Why is this field $40,000 more than this field? I mean, if you look at that field there, I mean, it almost looks like the same square footage, if you will. I don't know. It is what it is. Let's come back in here. Yeah, silage price at the barn still dropping. Yeah, the cotton $14.62 and dropping, but soybeans $8.70 and rising. Well, you can turn the header off. There you go. Like I said, you got like 16, 17,000 liters out of here. So if that price has climbed up to $1,000, then that means we got 16, 17,000 off this field, and we paid $152 for it. So in a way, you can look at we paid like about $135. We'll just round off to about $135 for this field. So not that bad. That's a pretty good price, I think. And just think, if this field had double stage of fertilization down on it, it'd be even better. So yeah, next episode, definitely got to spread some lime around. And all of our fields kind of need some, yeah, here come the weeds. So this field up here we planted last week. That's going to need some second stage of fertilization. So we may come on down here. We may grab our manure spreader and make, see how far we can get. Maybe I'll just do all the fields with manure. Probably not this one because, well, if it's in the first growth stage, I think I can go on the field without narrow tires on it. We're fine because, yeah, first growth stage should be fine. We'll see. I can't make no promises on that. Let's go ahead and grab our T8. So yeah, we end up getting 16,000. Is that 372? Yeah, 372. So I thought I was going to be able to try out the new, I don't want to say new GPS mod, but I want to see what those three symbols do in the bottom right hand corner. One, the middle one, obviously, it lets us know if GPS is turned on or off. I would assume the bottom one lets you know that the steering wheel is inactive because GPS took over. And the top one, I'm going to say it means it has a course loaded, because you can save courses on it. That'd be my guess anyways. Traffic, you are fast on this map, but, I got chip tuning in my tractors, so you're not fast enough. I can see our cotton field is not quite ready for harvest yet, which is a good and a bad thing. I would like to harvest it and get it turned over quickly. And there we go, some more soybeans. I'll get this guy out of the way, because I don't want to just wrap up the episode and leave him there and run into I mean, how can you miss that stone? I thought I could make the corner. Are you serious? You can't make that corner with a T8 and this kind of a trailer. Go around. Okay. Yeah, I just want to make sure I get him out of the way, because if I leave him there, I'll leave him there, and then I'll come up with a Volvo truck and trailer and then go, man, who left that trailer there? Yeah, so it would definitely take 2 trips with this guy. Back it on in. Oh, I'm on. There we go. Now we can unhook it. yeah, so if I just take a quick, well, that was interesting, jump on down to the shop. I was going to say, I got 2 implements here. I think I reset this because I was going to sell this. Or my guess is I bought it and still haven't moved it because I'm using the other stump grinder. But here is our beautiful manure spreader. The question is, because I've been wondering myself now, manure spreader, how many liters does that hold? 32,000 liters. Okay, and working with is 24. And I think the one I'm using on Mercury Farms is it this one? No. The one I'm using on Mercury Farms is, yeah, I'm extending this video longer. Where is that trailer I'm using? It's a modded one though, so I got to come on down here. I think it's this one right here. Yeah, this is the one I'm using, and that's 34,000 liters. Okay, is that right? Or when I turn it over to manure, yeah, when I turn it over to a manure spreader, it goes down to 25,000. Interesting, 34,000, 20. Yeah, because I guess the spreader takes up the room. All right, so the one reason Mercury Farm is 25,000. I know roughly how far that can get me. So, yeah, so we'll have to load up this guy because, like I said, if we come in here, pigs have 206,000 liters of manure. Wow, look at the slurry. Wow, oh, man. That's a lot of selling of slurry. I mean, the BG, I can check prices later, but I mean, I know the BGA is going to take it, but it only can take so much at once. It only can take, where else can I sell it at? Well, that's a big drop off. $75 per, that's a big drop off. Anyways, how much, what are the cows up to for wonderful stuff? 200, I got like almost 550,000 liters of slurry and 400,000 liters of manure. So it's time to start using some of this stuff and stop using my my fertilizer sprayer. I can say that now, but I won't do it later. But anyways, yeah, we're gonna wait for the soybeans prices to rise. Hopefully I don't forget when I start recording it next episode. 881 and climbing. Thank you very much. As for fields down here, we're all harvested up here. Now I just gotta remember I got this field here. Yeah, so I gotta spread some lime. Looks like the vulture is going to have to come up here and take care of these weeds. And, yeah, these fields down here. Cotton will be next to harvest. And we'll swap it over. And like I said, when Mercury Farm sells, 463. I said 460. Not too bad. Yeah, so I think in the future, when we finally do buy this field here in a couple weeks' time, yeah, I can see me merging all these 25, 26, and 27 together. Make it one big field, and we'll do cotton and potatoes and sugar beets only in that field. Well, sugar beet. I don't know if I want to do sugar beet in that big of a... I'll have second thoughts about that. But anywho, like I said, that's going to do it for today, guys. Hope you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always, and I'll catch you next time on the Pacific Northwest. But until then, have a good one.